This video is brought to you by Squarespace.
She's got that face, that when she flops, she scraped her chin, she scraped her elbows, she looks a mess. But you know, at the same time, Kelly, I can't baby you through every frame. It's really hard.
In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a photo shoot from America's Next Top Model that one of you guys recommended to me because you said you wanted me to take a look at Mr. J's attitude. I guess he has an attitude on the photo shoot. It's Cycle 3, Episode 6, where they pose with the energy drink. So let's take a look.
Good morning. So I know you guys are already thinking, what the heck?
Are we leaving the competition finally? Is this over? The girls are like, oh, United States Air Force, we're saved, you guys, we're saved.
Now, some of you still have issues posing on the ground, but today it's even more challenging because you need to learn how to pose while in flight in the air.
Do you mean in a plane? Because I tried to do that one time and the flight attendant told me to sit down and to fasten my seatbelt. Is this their version of problem solving? He's like, so you guys can't pose like every other person on the earth who models for a living on the ground, so we're gonna put you in the sky. We're problem solving here on the show. You like that?
So of course, to do this shoot right, I had to get a photographer that shot Tyra.
Of course.
This is going to be really demanding physically today. I hope you all have a lot of energy.
I just love how they just find a way to bring up Tyra. Like, they can't go like 5 minutes without mentioning her. They're like, okay, it's 4 minutes and 30 seconds. You gotta add it in there.
We were thinking that we were gonna like bungee jump from an airplane, like over the water, land on a boat with a thing of yogurt or something. We had no idea.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Matthew, can I take those girls from me for just a second? Okay, the shoot today is for YJ Stinger. It's an energy drink. So this is an action shot today. All right, we have a big trampoline.
The trampoline and
And you have to learn how to bounce, giving me face, giving me body in the air, okay?
Okay, so a trampoline. I mean, he really kind of set it up where I thought they're literally skydiving. He's like, actually, we have this baby trampoline. We got it from Target. It was on sale. And you're just going to be bouncing for just a few shots holding an energy drink. Okay, that's great. Sounds good.
I don't deal well with like, yeah, you're doing great, because I'm not really doing great. So tell me, like, you're not doing this right, as opposed to like, you're doing great and then expecting me to do better.
But you know, at the same time, Kelly, I can't baby you through every frame. I'm tired of talking about Kelly. I'm tired of talking to Kelly. I'm tired of seeing Kelly cry.
Except the fact that I can't take a good picture. But now I'm trying to work on that. And I keep on with it. And whatever.
I need help. I've never done this before. If I could take perfect photos, I knew what I was doing. I'd be an agency.
She wasn't saying, baby me along. All she was saying was, if she's doing bad, don't tell her she's doing good.
I don't think she's asking for too much. I mean, that's the point of a creative director, is to give feedback. I'm guessing something happened in previous episodes, so I don't know the full context because Mr. J said he was like sick of talking about Kelly and seeing her cry. I guess he just doesn't want to see, like, don't bring your emotions here. Don't be sad around me.
Let's go. 3, 2, 3.
Look at his face.
Cassie seemed very comfortable jumping up and down, and there's some really nice moves and some really beautiful shots. But Cassie didn't have a lot of variety. 1, 2, 3.
I'm literally confused. He's saying that she didn't give a lot of variety as they're panning through the shots of her with literally different variety of poses. I don't understand what's going on. Are we watching the same show? Are we in the same room? Are we watching the same thing?
Eva was excited and she really gave me energy.
She's good, she's really nice, she's pretty, but it's just not a lot of range.
She did the splits. She literally did the splits for you. He's like, not a lot of range. She did like an Olympic split in the air. She broke a world record. Yeah, it was not a lot of range. We didn't have enough variety. You guys are a hard crowd. It's not even like the second model in. He's like, could have been more. She could have broke her leg for this. Damn.
2, 3. For being a little bigger girl, Takara was really good.
For being a little bigger girl, she was good. The audacity. For being a photographer who literally just sits there on with his tripod and the camera on his tripod and just presses the shutter button, I guess you're good too. I can't believe the photographer has just said this.
It's tricky on the trampoline. You have to keep a lot of factors in mind: the dress, the product you're selling, your face. Do different stuff with your arms and remember that you gotta present the can.
Dude, have Eva be the creative director, dude. She's doing a way better job. She's so cute. She's just sitting there like hyping up all the models, giving them advice. I love that. You don't even need Mr. J. Look, you know, if this were me, that energy drink is accidentally making its way to the photographer. Like, oops, my bad. And then it just hits him. It hits his camera. It hits the camera. It hits the lens. The lens cracks. I'll be like, oh, that was my bad. It's just too much energy. Right? But that's a good thing.
Norella's a little bit scrawny and a little bony, which for her in this situation made it even more difficult to find a very nice, good-looking, elegant position.
What's wrong with me?
He's not happy with anything. He's doing a full roast of every girl. He's like, okay, well, she's scrawny. She's too bony. Couldn't get a good picture of her. Other girl doing the splits, like, she didn't break her leg. That wasn't good enough. She definitely doesn't want to be here. She could have broken her leg if she wanted to show us that she's dedicated. And, you know, the other girl, she's a little bigger. I guess she was okay. Like, I feel like that's a personal problem. He's just unhappy in general. He comes to the photo shoot. I mean, the man's shooting on a tripod. He got the silent shutter. I mean, he's bored. I would be too, sweetie. But don't bring your negativity on. Don't put your negativity on the girls, okay? Like, who is this guy? Who are you, Habiba, to be even making comments? Okay, let's do a roast of you. Look at the zip up that you're wearing with that t-shirt.
I had a really cute dress. I'm so excited to wear. I start jumping, and my entire top comes out of my dress.
Don't keep doing it, please. This is the problem.
Wardrobe!
And so Michelle has to try and find another dress.
You're bouncing around in there and nothing's happening?
Who styled her? Who styled her and is like, yeah, let's just put her in a tube top on a trampoline. This poor girl.
Just keep your legs up, straight looking at the light, just, and look into the light, just throw your neck back a little bit.
Kelly is just so self-conscious that she flunks as a model when she gets in front of the camera.
I don't really have anything positive to go on as to why I'm here. I mean, it's really hard, especially when you're looking in the mirror and, you know, you're breaking your face apart and you just wonder, how can I ever make this look pretty on film? And then you get here and you can't. It's really hard.
She's not getting any support. She's not getting positive reinforcement. She's not getting the feedback that she needs as a model to do a good job. And that's what she all she's saying is just communicate, which is the whole point of being a creative director and also the photographer too.
Let me see, honey, turn around. Yeah, and then you're gonna...
Really? You're gonna put her in this?
Ooh, I keep forgetting you girls are so tall.
Do they are they waiting for like clothes to kind of malfunction? Is that what's happening here?
To be here because I've only had one good picture out of all the shoots we've done.
And didn't seem to be bothered by hurting herself, so she really gave a lot into it.
Look at, he's happy.
Less is more.
Anne was just a big flop. Literally, she flopped. She scraped her chin. She scraped her elbows. She looks a mess.
I tried to fly, and I don't know if it worked or not.
She's got that face. That's Anne.
How is it bleeding?
A little bit.
That is so mean. That's so mean. She literally hurt herself trying to get a good shot. She tried to do the most. She tried to give variety, do all these creative poses. He's saying that she looks like a mess. Yeah, look at your wardrobe and styling team. Go roast them. I can't believe he even said that, like, oh, she's bleeding. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's terrible that she's bleeding, but she put her 100% effort into it. And then the photographer's like, okay, you're being way too much. Even though he literally, like, he's not happy. This photographer's not happy with anything. You can literally be flying. You can literally bring Peter Pan and then sprinkle the fairy dust, and he'll be like, this is too, can you tell Peter to leave? We don't need him here. Keep in mind, bouncing on a trampoline and trying to pose with an energy drink sounds really hard, actually. To be able to land and not hurt yourself, I mean, God, I'd be flying through into the plane. I'd like crash into the plane if that were me.
According to some of the panelists, my photos look like a dancer. And some of them I like that the panel didn't like. Any instinctual poses that I would do might have traces of danceration in it, so I tried to strip that away. And I think it ended up making my shoot a little bit boring.
Yaya took her advice from the panel and took it to the extreme, which in that case isn't helping her.
How annoying is it to just have conflicting feedback from all ends? Do this. No, don't do this. You should have done that. You shouldn't have listened to me when I told you to do that. Damn, you guys are a tough crowd.
Amanda was beautiful. She had it all. She showed a lot of variety, and she worked with her body.
She's kicking ass.
She is kicking major ass.
Time to go home.
Amanda was doing dancer-like poses, and Yaya was getting pissy over there.
So funny. This is fun.
She knows. She knows.
To me, I can't do dancer poses. I watch they love Amanda's poses.
Come here for a
She's
second.
right.
I just want you to understand, like, you super impressed me. I didn't say a word. In my opinion, you're the only one who got this today. And I haven't commented on anyone today.
Well, that's a problem if you haven't commented, because you're the creative director. You're supposed to be commenting. He's like, I didn't do my job today. Mr. J's over here admitting that he's not doing his job. Sweetie, nothing to be proud of. He's like, I provided no resources today to anyone. I just sat here and did nothing. I think Yaya knows what's up. The panel telling her not to do the dancer stuff, and then another model being praised for doing the dancer poses. This creates drama. They're stirring the pot, okay? They know what they're doing.
But I wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
Yaya goes, well, they told me I can't do dancer-like poses, so it's always an excuse for everything. Can't be because you're not perfect? No.
Miss Yaya doesn't think so.
Afterward, did some cool stuff, and Jay was like, why didn't you do that up there? Every week I get the same comment, like, there goes that dancer thing.
You shouldn't take everything as a hard and fast rule, because you know what? In this world, 10 people are going to say, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. You know what you're going to end up with? Nothing to do.
Okay, but when that person telling you not to do it is Tyra Banks, the producer of the show and the main judge, you probably want to take that advice, and you probably would take it to heart and not do it. This to me is a bit of manipulation. They're making her question, okay, like, should I have listened to their advice? Should I have done more dancer poses? But then you guys know that the second that she would have done the poses, she would have been called out for it. We told you not to do that. Mr. J framing it like this is so problematic. I can't believe he's acting like this. I don't know what, if he's in a bad mood or something. Someone unplugged his refrigerator and all his food got spoiled. I don't know what happened, but he does not seem like he's in a good mood. Okay, so let's see the photos, shall we?
All right, Narelle, so you had a photo shoot. We had to jump on a trampoline, and let's see how you did.
Let me get this straight. This photographer was talking so much shit about these girls, okay? And this is what you came up with? This is the photography that you're showing to us? This is really the final picture? A vignette? A vignette? Why are the edges faded into nowhere? What is this? The lighting and just the composition and the styling doesn't match. It's all over the place. It's like all the elements of the photography, all the elements of photography that I don't like in this one photo, plus the vignette. He's like, let's do plus 1,000 in Lightroom. Just push the slider all the way till the end. Yeah, you know what? You roasted the girl, so I'm gonna roast your photography. That's what you get.
Amazing.
Is it?
Very relaxed.
Jeez.
It's very difficult when you're
Guys.
tensing your muscles and jumping. I'm very
This is terrible. Why are you impressed? I'm sorry. You guys, I'm sorry. It's just the photography that's just not good. It looks like terrible stock photography.
Looking at you, you've got a great body. In this picture here, that legs actually look big, your stomach looks big.
Your guts hanging out, you know, A for effort.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to comment on the little mini challenge, but they are ruthless, you guys. Oh my God. So I guess they had the girls run up 14 flights of stairs and then they made them pose for a picture after. Damn, this is brutal. I just want to hear what these girls on this season thought of, like, with their experience, because this is brutal. Me watching this, it's crazy. Half the stuff that they say is crazy. It's like the guy doing the yearbook photos for a class of 700 students in high school. He's like, okay, next. That's what I get from this. Okay, so this is a really cool pose. I'll say that. Her armpit was definitely over-retouched. I mean, it kind of blends into her face. I don't know who did that. Somebody got crazy with the healing brush tool in Photoshop and is like, okay, armpit, not today, sis. You don't have one anymore. Goodbye. You got on the flight and you left the country and you're not coming back. The armpit's gone.
God, that's fierce. Fierce. You know what I like about it? That it does.
See, look at that armpit. You guys, for real. Someone needs to have their Photoshop subscription revoked. You know, the photographer was all too confident to roast the girls and go in. So now we're going to go in real close on your photo. So we have here the armpit gone. I mean, he smoothed this out to oblivion. I mean, it's looking like a really smooth, like ice mountain. You can tell here he definitely brightened up the eyes. It's looking a little bit too fake. He definitely like used the dodge tool. I mean, the retouching. Where's the skin texture, sis? Where is it? We don't know. Skin texture, never heard of her. That's a shout out to the Instagram versus reality subreddit. Skin texture, never heard of her. I mean, it's not like terrible skin retouching, but it's definitely like he did frequency separation. He took the bottom layer. He set the blur to 2000 and this is the result here. He's like, okay, it's retouched. He retouched stuff that didn't need to be retouched. It just looks too much. You did too much, sir.
So you had a photo shoot on a trampoline?
These pictures are so boring to look at, you guys. I mean, nothing can save these pictures. Not even the 20 soft boxes. And you know what? I have no problem saying that because the photographer was not nice to these models at all, so I don't feel bad. The plane in the background is better exposed than the actual model.
Look like kind of like a raging bull, flaring nostrils. I don't know about this.
I can't believe half the stuff they're saying on the panel. Wow. These earlier seasons, they really had no filter. They said it all.
I like it.
Wow, I look scary. You look like you belong in a cornfield, like scaring crows away.
Photographer said that looks tired and weak and not sure if she really wants to be here.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
The photographer should be really updating the version of Photoshop. You know what looks tired and weak? The photographer's work. I'm just going to say, I can't believe this man has the odd that he's over there. Even after the photo shoot ended, he leaves notes. Okay, this model did terrible. Given the note, he gave the note to Tyra. He's still roasting them even after the shoot has ended. Like, I love the dress in this and her pose. We see a little bit of shape with her legs. So this is one of the better photos, I'd say, but not because of the photography. Out of the bunch, this is one of the best ones I've seen so far. I like the way that she's holding the drink. It's very interesting. I like the dress. I'm like, everything else just is terrible. But her pose, great. Like, cut her out and put her in another scene. We're good to go. Get the texture from Google Images. Place her somewhere else. Maybe a beach or something. She's diving into the water at the Bahamas. I don't know. But not this. This background is... Like, and tell me, why is it so dark in the back now? Why does it just look like a haunted house or something? Why does it look so creepy? This is definitely not giving me any energy. It's supposed to be for the energy drink, but everything's like dark and gloomy. I don't think you understood the assignment.
Gorgeous.
You've got a classic, timeless look here.
The photographer's comments were that you were the superstar of the shoot.
This photographer spent more time making notes on all the models. He had like a diary entry on each girl. He sent it over to Tyra. I mean, if he had put all that energy and time and effort into the actual photography, I don't know. Would we be here? I mean, this is still a really cool photo. She modeled the outfit well. She's doing something different. I mean, it's giving me energy.
This photo shoot was such an experiment for me. I went into it thinking, don't do anything dancy at all. And I was mad at myself for a moment.
And you should have been mad at yourself. Yours were the worst out of the lot. There's an art to taking advice. When someone tells you don't look like a dancer, it means less Cirque du Soleil, more couture. You understand? So
No.
everything out the window.
You want to take your strength as an athlete, your strength as a dancer, your eloquence, and then translate it into fashion.
It's hard finding that balance, you know?
Did Tyra just say there's an art to taking advice? You guys. This is all just manipulation, in my opinion. They tell her one thing, she does it, and then they get mad at her and they blame her for doing the thing that they told her to do. But they're like, you shouldn't have listened to us when we told you to do that thing that you ended up doing. You shouldn't have. Why did you even listen to us?
I'd like to see that in pictures. That was good.
But yeah, it's deep. I'm gonna find the balance.
What do you think about that picture?
Oh, I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Yeah, thanks.
Did she just ask her what she thought of the photo so that she can agree that she hates it? She's like, yeah, I also hate it. Tyra is ruthless, you guys. Like, in front of everyone, she's like, so do you like it? Do you like the picture? And the model kind of has to say no because she already knows that the judges don't like it. So she says no, and Tyra goes, yeah, I hate it too. Yeah, this one's just not good. I don't know why they chose this one of her. It looks like she's like floating in air. Actually, I mean, I've always wanted to fly, so someone's out here just doing the girls dirty. They're like, we're gonna pick that's the worst one. That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, that scares me too.
I don't like this very much.
And I mean, you're so gorgeous, but it's not coming across in these photos at all.
You weren't working here. Photograph is not working, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It sucks. Sorry.
I agree. The photography sucks. She even said the photograph is not working. Let's see Tyra's speech back in season 3. Is it the same? Did they kind of recycle it a little bit more? Before we continue, a quick message from our sponsor. From websites to online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace has an amazing all-in-one platform to help you build your presence online and run your business. The thing that I use that I really love is Squarespace. They have an amazing, super easy to use platform. It's not intimidating at all. They also have things like an online store. You can sell presets. You can sell merch on there. They have drag and drop features. Very simple, easy to use. And the thing that I love most is that, again, there's just a lot of different options for us, especially as photographers. If I want to switch out a template the next day, I want to change it up to cater to a different client, I can absolutely do that. They offer so many beautiful designer templates. You can switch them out in seconds, and you can preview them before you even do anything. So you can head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Jessica. Use my offer code Jessica for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So definitely check it out. All that is going to be in the description.
I will only call one name.
Okay, so it's the same speech, pretty much.
Must immediately return to your apartment, pack your belongings, and leave. I've never had to do this before.
Really? Okay.
I'm giving both of you the exact same critique. Both of you, absolutely beautiful girls to the eye.
Okay, that's great.
But it doesn't translate to your photographs.
Because the photographer was terrible. It was a stock photo, girl.
The walking signpost for pretty girl, not photogenic.
Because the photographer didn't set up the lights properly.
That one of you may have a little bit more potential than the other.
So did the photographer leave a note on one of the other ones? Is there more from the photographer?
Congratulations, Anne. You are still in the running towards becoming America's Next Top Model. Thanks, Kelly.
Kelly, the one that Mr. J had a problem with is going home. That she asked for more feedback and now they're sending her home. How interesting. Notice how Tyra says, you guys are both beautiful girls, but just the pictures. The photographer, that's what I'm saying. You can have an amazing model. Some photographers just don't know how to photograph them. The photographer's probably still writing notes to Tyra about the girls. Well, this one girl actually took a lunch break when it wasn't her turn. So you're telling me you had a warehouse for the United States Air Force, and that's the photo that you want to present on national television? And you want to write notes about the models? Check yourself. Mr. J, do you still stand behind all the things that you said during these photo shoots? I'm just curious.